Dive back into this. Okay. Okay. Download OGS. Subscribe to messages. On message, OGS server sent a message with some data. Okay. Okay, connected to OGS. Let Bubble know that we connected. Gameless query. Gameless count. Turns a list of active games. Type equals active game found. These are the users currently active games, my game data. Okay. Type includes game. Get the game ID. Type is move. A move has been played in the game. And then we get the game ID, data, etc. And notification event. Okay, game started. Join games. Game IDs. Describe the game. Okay. You inspect this and check out the console. This is handling challenges. and moves. Okay. Gobon is undefined, can't add event listener. Not sure where that's being called. We track that down first, huh? Creating Gobon, setting game position. I don't know why we would be setting a game position before we're connected to OGS. Let's figure that out because I need to clean up this console. Okay. So we need to look at this setting game position, see why it's called, and then also add it, check out this add event listener. Let's go to the Smego board. And let's go to the game script. I have so many scripts. Okay, add moves, yada yada, get game, set player color, board clicked, pass turn, OGS play move, OGS response, play move, set game position, setting game position. And that's the setting game positions. For some reason, that's being called for connected to online. And then create game and moves, get game, set player color, board clicked, pass turn, OGS play move, OGS response. These are all functions, but nothing is calling anything. There we go. WGO board draw handlers red dot. Board mouse move. And all of this is not in a function. So can't add event listener, GoBot is undefined, 320. Line 320. 320 add event listener. And these are variations. This is a function. And then this one is also a function. Okay, so this is the only line that's the issue. So I'm going to add the event listeners when the GoBon gets created. Create GoBon, play position, add event listeners to the GoBon. I think that's right. That should get rid of that error. And then I want to figure out what is calling setting game position. And this is just basic Gopon stuff. This one also has a mouse move thing. And a board clicked. So creating Gopon, that gets called right here. Creating Gopon, create Gopon function, then setting game position. Something calls create Gopon. I'm calling it when the Go board loads. Not ideal. Okay, we create the Gopon, size 9, Gopon ID. Add mouse move, mouse out. B for bubble. Done loading. Callback. I have no idea what this does. I have no idea what that does. Hello, Klaus. I am having a rough time sorting all my scripts to get this game logic down. You're trying to play a move on a Go board on OGS. And I have so many scripts now that I can't figure out my spaghetti code. And return Gopon. Function create Gopon. Window size update, display position. Yeah, all of this should be fine. Now all of that should be fine. Yeah, how are you? You are doing well. Okay. Create game. Because for some reason, oh, we already fixed that. Okay, for some reason, after we create the Gopon, we're setting a game position when we haven't even called anything yet. So for something is setting the game position like before anything is even happening. Create game, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what about start OGS game, OGS response, load Semego, manually trigger wrong answer. Oh man, I've made such a headache for myself with my bad code because I combined I combined my Sumego Go board with my OGS Go board, and now I'm thinking I need to like break that apart into two different Go boards. But it's going to require me to write the Go board again from scratch. But it would clean up a lot of this code. Go to play online. Then we want to check events. Page is loaded. Do you... Let's stay as game, yada yada. I wonder if this stuff is calling it. HTML watching. This is all red. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I think we put this in a div container, yeah. Function watching, create game. Add game. How on earth am I updating these things? Creating game. Creating Gobon. So it's not this, because it would say creating game first. Oh dear. All right, let's toggle this and see if it turns that off. Okay, and then let's check. Get rid of some of the errors. Toolboxes, not me, so that's fine. And I'm not displaying anything, which is correct. Okay, active game, subscribe to messages. Connection scripts, subscribe to messages, connected to OGS. Active games, subscribed to messages. These are all the active games, or a list of active games. I'm not sure how they're sorted though. But that lets me know that I'm connected to OGS. I don't know what API call is happening. I don't know where this is. Do API call. Hello, Soupchi. Soupy. How are you? Oh, I just want to delete all of this and restart from scratch. I'm so lost in my own code. Yeah. I feel busy, but I'm mostly doing the exact same thing every day. DoorDash, code, stream, sleep. That's my whole day. It's just pretty much work all day. I don't even watch TV lately. Okay. So something in this is creating something. Yeah, setting game position. There should be no position to set. So something, and there's clearly data. So I have no idea where this position is coming from. But a board position is getting set from somewhere. I have no idea where. Following error, set game position. It doesn't tell me what the error is. Element instance, no. I have no idea. For some reason, set game position, setting game position gave an error. Just want to bang my head against the desk. So much. What is calling it? I don't go right game history game. Oh, that's game history. Okay, that's your game records, not the actual game that you're playing. Main view isn't visible. Get the game information's ID. Display group game state. Yeah, see, there's a game right here. And I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, I don't know where this is coming from. 408. I wonder if it's like a default setting. See the workflow term game state. Term game state 333817. It's not even the default one. The default one is this game. That should be the default. So where does this game come from? Eight 8408. 840. Oh, get game information. It's the default of this one. OGS get game information is being called before it's ready. And display OGS, get game information, game ID. This is the only time I'm calling it though. Oh my gosh. You are meowing like crazy right now. I am so lost in my own code. I don't even know where to start. I'm trying to go line by line, but I can't even figure out where I'm doing this. This is term game state. I think that's for the clock, right? I don't know. This is update clocks. This is the only time I'm calling it. OGS get game information. I have no idea. No idea on why this is a thing. What are my line colors? I want that to be black. Hey, it loaded it. The time's kind of working. It's just not dealing with correspondence very well. Do I want to remake this entire Go board from scratch? Thank you. I'm glad you find it helpful. Yeah, this is SemegoDragon.com. Right now I'm working on the play features, but the Go puzzle features already exist. So if you want to check out SemegoDragon.com, then you could just go to the, what I recommend is going to the campaign and starting at level 0 and just working your way through the puzzles to learn like the basics of shapes and stuff, and then play a bunch of Diamond Nine like the videos in the Classy Approach say. Like this is a kind of a companion. I built this after the Classy Approach series, but this is a, I believe level 0 and level 1 sections are both free for everyone, because I wanted beginners to be able to access all the beginner stuff and have a smooth introduction to Go without paywalling them. So yeah, so SemegoDragon.com, the puzzles are good to go. It's just the playing stuff is nowhere near good to go. Nowhere near it. Okay, what if I don't display and what if I just hide the floating group main and then terminate the workflow? I can figure out which one of these lines are actually calling the game. Yeah, hopefully you find it helpful. Good luck at your games. Let me know, come back when I stream and let me know how the games are going after you play a few games. Maybe take a look at some of them. Let's open it. Okay, it's 9x9. Any errors? No more than usual. Okay. So we're going to go down. We're going to display data and group game state. This should be the game ID. Okay. Didn't do anything, but okay. Not breaking, which is the key thing. It's just not doing anything. Okay. Let's move this terminate workflow down. Display data and the floating group. Now this is where the bug is happening, I think. Congress 25 class C. Yeah, you see how it flickered to those names for a second? Before it loaded the actual names? So for some reason, this does the API call empty before it does the API call with the actual game ID. They only when game ID is not empty. See what that does? It still did it. Okay, what if I just say, as long as the game ID isn't the default? But it's flickering so fast that it's hard to catch it. At a breakpoint in debug mode. You question debug. Actually, we got to do a preview, I think. Preview. This will put it in debug mode. Okay. And then have an error. Oh, yeah. Now when I click this, display data, only when it's not empty. Oh, just get information, path ID. 8534. That is not this. Oh, that's the wrong game. 8534. Yeah, that's the right information. Why is this already filled? How could it possibly have data if the first time it's calling it is right here and I've added a breakpoint? This doesn't make any sense. Why is it loading data before I give it data? Yeah, it's all coming from right here. There's no conditions. Does not make any sense. Let's hide this for a second. Okay, so it's getting it when it's empty, but I don't want it to get anything when it's empty. So can it just not be empty then? Does it like have to have value? What if I get rid of that? Okay, that fixed that, but do I have any errors now? No, it doesn't look like it. I have an error at set game position for some reason. Still don't know what's calling this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And display data, and it's empty. Run next. Okay, that should solve that bug. So let's get rid of the breakpoint. Get rid of this terminate workflow. That at the end. And see if that fixes it. Oop. Okay. It didn't quite work. Service OGS get game information just returned an error. Why? Okay, let's add a breakpoint debug mode again. Do this. Click this, close the tab. Okay, and it's not empty. Run. They returned an error. Oh wait, that's the other tab. GSK information returned an error. Every time. So I wonder if it runs the it runs the get game information before I even call it. Do a step by step and refresh. Page is loaded. One error. Okay. Run next. Run next. Page is loaded. Make changes to user. Do every time. Ah. Do every time only when group game states OGS get game states move number is not group game states local move number. Oh. So it is one of these. Group game states move number is not a local move number. And it's displaying data in the group. Got it. That's why, so it was being called earlier. Well, at least I found it. So we're going to display data in the floating group game view only when the floating group game view is not empty. The ID is not empty. Okay. Just refresh the page. Okay, run next, run next, run next. Do every time. Just and this is an error. Got it. Okay, let's put this back in my plugin value now. So it's not empty. And then refresh the page. And hopefully it won't call it now that I have that conditional. Yep, only when it's empty. Data display, OGS get game information. Path ID is empty. Run next, and no error. And it doesn't show the game. Perfect. There we go. Now the next steps, display data only when it's not empty. And update clocks. This is not very optimized though, because this is running too much. This Megaboard set game position. Only when the player to move is game view. OGS is get game information player's wide ID. Okay, I'm just gonna disable this whole thing. Does that break anything? Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Congress, Clausius, yada yada yada. Clocks are counting down. And sudden death. Okay. Leave that at that. Pull this back. Element is visible. Hopefully that fixes that. But now we have the next issue. It is not loading the board or the time correctly now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Happened to see the new app that came out supported by the Japanese Go Association? I did. That's a freemium app to play like some AI or whatever, right? With like an anime girl. I did see that. Looked so-so, but wasn't exactly like the greatest app ever, I think. Okay, so next up, we gotta find bug that disappeared. Maybe that was the bug. Free with ads, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. They are selling the main building. Oh no, why? Do they get a bigger one? Lack of funds. That's sad. Go is dying in Japan? Reducing pro player income. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks a lot. I'm going to turn this back on because it feels important, and I don't know why. But I'm going to terminate it when floating group is empty. Oh, I was hoping that would load. RET is undefined. What the crap is RET? I have no idea what RET is. Okay, so why did the move not load now and the clocks are not displaying correctly? I thought I fixed this. Move number is not group game state's local move number. Show floating group, display data, display data. Yeah, this is why I'm thinking about restarting this whole game process. So I'm not even sure what this stuff does. I'm not sure what's supposed to be setting the clock. I don't know what's drawing the move. It's been so long since I touched this part of the code that I'm lost. I clicked the board clicked, yada, yada, yada. I think it stopped at step 2. But I'm not even like displaying it right now. Start OGS game from WGO's Omega board. And it's got the starting position, and yada yada. And then I'm trying to have it communicate with OGS. I'm just not doing it very well. So the starting position, setting the starting position is important in case there's handicap. But then I want to subscribe to the game. Maybe I should just have this happen on a completely different page. That might be better. Because this is causing me a giant headache trying to do this all on the same page. What is the game page or game OGS page? I recall working on something like that before. Game OGS. Page is loaded. That state says game. OGS connection is yes. Run JavaScript. Subscribe to game. Group games OGS get game information. Okay. Data. OGS information. Search OGS information. Group game. OGS get game information. Get ID from URL game underscore ID. Let's get this. Let's go to game-ogs question mark game ID equals this. This looks like crap. It isn't even centered or anything. Oh my gosh. Does this work? Nope. A is not defined. A is not defined. What the heck? Setting player color. A is not defined. What is A? Where do I use A? It loaded the game, so that's nice. What is this? OGS connection. Load OGS. Connect, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe, on message, message callback. Notification event. Okay. And this is game. Game message. I don't see a variable called A. Pass turn, post OGS move. Pass turn OGS. Resign OGS move. Play OGS move simple. Subscribe to game, board state event, accept board state. Oh, this is already logging in with the access token. That's nice. Accept challenge. OGS game connection. Must be printable as text, but it's what? Oh. So we're gonna want floppy reader, login information, E1 value. Question is, where's variable A? And why is it broken? Group config, login information. This isn't visible at all. I just delete that probably. Nobody Visual Studios. Yeah. Yep. Nope. File, new text. No, file, new file. I don't know what any of this crap is. Okay, let me look at a different version. Visual Studio 2022. Create new project, I guess. No, I just want some daggum JavaScript. Continue without code. File, new, file. JavaScript file. Open. Okay. So we're going to take this, copy it, bring it over here, paste it. Get rid of the script. Hopefully that doesn't cause any bugs. Okay. Is there a variable A? Not seeing a variable A. File, new, file, JavaScript file. Check the OGIS connection. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't see a variable called A. Set player color -1. Reference A is not defined. Oh, this is so annoying. Accept challenge. I don't think it's on this one. And subscribe to game. Here's set player colors. And WGO Mega board. There's any HTML in here? Delete that. 16 issues. Holy crap. Hold up. Undo that. What issues are this? This isn't even being used. Element is visible. Buttons. Oh dear. Oh dear. Every time trigger send move to OGS. Delete that completely. Recurring. Disable. Display data. Clear. This page is so broken. I wonder if that got rid of the bug though. Nope. Undefined. A is not defined. file, new file, JavaScript file, paste. Bar finished function A. What? Bar finished equals function A. What crap is A? Crap is A? What is this line of code? What does that even mean? Does that break anything? If I just get rid of it? Doesn't look like, oh, there it goes. Convert num array to SGF text array is not defined. So it's a completely different bug. Okay. At least I fixed that one. I'll go on, get Samago, end of variations, create Samago board, hint, blah, 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 drop the Gobon. I'm so lost. So it's missing a function entirely, and I don't even know where it's being called from. Actually, line 280. Copy that. Doesn't exist in that script. Doesn't exist in that script. Doesn't exist in that script. Cool. Then who is calling it? And why do you need it? Post OGS move. This stuff is not linked up properly. Then move to OGS. Maybe it is. I don't know. Accept challenge. Cancel challenge. Connect to OGS. Create open challenge. Resign OGS move when give up is triggered. I feel like this is almost done, but it's just buggy and I can't track down the bugs. Load OGS. Fast turn OGS. Play OGS simple move. Whatever that means. Send move to OGS. Post OGS move. Row column. All alphabets, item number, row. Oh, right here, row column. Got it. Okay, it's not in there. Hmm. Results, group right, buttons. There it is. There it is. Set go bond state is triggered. Display data in group game state. Run JavaScript. Let SGF list equal convert num array to SGF text array. So I'm converting the OGS board state that I get from OGS to SGF text. And then sending that to SGF list, which does nothing. Literally does nothing. Why do I even need this? Why did I need that? Display data in group game. Set game position, set game position. Okay, what if I just get rid of this? Because it literally does nothing. It's literally calling this function that does literally nothing. Need to get rid of that connection lost. Anime results, group results, Where is the connection lost? Probably not in this one, huh? Okay. So now I want to deal with go bond click. Setting game position, okay. Go bond, board click, board click, board click 2. Okay, it's getting to board click 2. So in game, we're getting to board click 2. If not game active, return. Then it's a console log, game turn, player color. -1, 1. Game turn is -1, but player color was 1 for some reason. Okay, okay. So because they weren't equal, it returned. They were equal, it would be a move, and I would log out the move and OGS play the move. So for some reason, the turn is not set. Okay. I just gotta set the turn. Game OGS. So we're gonna game connection, display data in game. Okay, OGS get game information, group game OGS get game information's ID. We're getting the game information, animate the results when it's a finished event. Okay. Every time the move number is not OGS connection's move number, set the state of move number, trigger set go bond state, trigger set time. Okay, but I need when game is loaded. Do once, trigger connect to OGS. Okay, just once, trigger connect game to board. When group games OGS ID is not empty, create game player color 1, create game player color -1, create game player color 0. And then, okay, so it's one of these. Now this one says Black's ID is group OGS information ID. So we want to make sure group OGS information is not empty. And OGS information ID is not empty. Can I get from something else? Okay. This is going to say OGS information's player black ID is the ID. Then it's going to set it to player color to 1. Use /me's ID. And me /me. Oh, fine. I guess I can't do that. Where is this going from then? Game connections, users me. Okay. And connections me /me ID is not empty. Okay, this is going to get is connections /me ID. So converted to number. So this is going to be the game's OGS get game information. Player black's ID is my ID, and set the player color to 1. Whereas white's ID is equal to connection /me ID converted to number -1. Okay. Otherwise, we're going to set it to 0. So white ID is not connection /me ID converted to number. And black ID is not connection/me ID converted to number. Then my player color is 0. Okay. So that is calling create game from WGO Sumego board. WGO Sumego board. Going to be create game. Okay, create game, size, add black, add white. What? Game dash OGS. I think that might be a bug. Just wants WGO Sumego board create game. Oh, it's custom event. That's why. Okay. WGO Sumego board. Create game. Set audio, blah, 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 run JavaScript, set click sound, run JavaScript, set click, run JavaScript, create game size, set player color after that. The create game only has one parameter. Console.log star test star. See if that gets called. The test got called. Set player color -1. Connected to OGS. Setting game position. Set player color 1. Oh, something else is setting it. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Okay, so that line works. We set it to -1, which is correct. But for some reason, we've called setting game position over and over and over. Oh, we keep calling it. Interesting. Create GoBond, clear GoBond, removing hence, display position, clear GoBond, removing hence. Why is it called multiple times? This is when it was called. Create the GoBond, set player color, connected to OGS, setting game position, display position, clear GoBond, removing hence again, for some reason. I guess it's called every single time, every second, setting game position. Subscribing to the game, set player color 1. So after I subscribed to the game, so game connection, subscribe to game. Okay. This is going to be HTML, 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 game. Game message. Post OGS move, pass turn, blah, 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 blah. Subscribe to game ID. Subscribing, website, game connect, game ID. Chat false. Unfortunately, that was not where it was at. Now I have to go through one by one and figure out where I'm setting the color. Create open challenge, run JavaScript, custom challenge created, open external website, run JavaScript, subscribe to game, just login information, give up, resign OGS move, board state, accept board state, challenge rejected, challenges, connection event, game message, game started. Hello, Pix. How are you? I am doing decent. Just getting lost in my spaghetti code. I am trying to play a move right now. Do active games. Currently tracking down bugs. Yep, I want to be able to play the game on Samago Dragon with your custom stones and skins. But it's connecting to OGS, to be clear. I'm using OGS to play games. I just don't want you to have to leave Samago Dragon to play games. Okay, I think we're gonna have to put on the debug. Debug mode equals true. I'm gonna have to go step by step. Okay. So get the console, blah, blah, blah. Run next. Set the state is game. Yes. Run that. Okay. Created the GoBon, board ID, game, WGO, GoBon. Okay. This workflow's profile picture round is visible. Yep. Show profile image group. Okay. JavaScript loaded event. Set the states of the Samago board loaded. Okay. Login information, get the information. Every time. Mute sound is not board mute sound. Run JavaScript. Set mute sound. Set mute sound. Okay. Information retrieved is complete. Display data and group login information. Okay. Did that twice for some reason. Do once. Display data and group me. Display data. Do once config. Run JavaScript. Load OGS. Okay. Yeah, we did get a new car. It's a nice car. 2023 Kia Soul. And the wife gets to drive it all the time, and I have to use the old car. So I don't get to enjoy it very much, but yeah, we got a new car. It's nice. Next to OGS. That states log event, OGS connection A log, null server, blah blah blah. Log event, log event, log event, log event, log event, log event, log event. Oh, it's because it's logging all the pongs. That's not good. Challenge rejected. Challenge rejected. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of this. Okay, trigger create game from W's Mega Board. That is false. That one is true. Player color -1. Okay, here we go. Player color set to -1. It didn't show the console log for some reason. Create game is triggered. Run JavaScript. Click sound, create game. Parameter -1. Set player color -1. All right. Now we just got to find out where it's set it to 1 instead of -1. I need to get rid of this. It is getting annoying. Okay. That's false. Trigger set Gobon. State. Run. Gobon state is triggered. Display data in the state. Display. Trigger. Set game position from the board. Okay, set game position is triggered. A lot of parameters. Play position, clear go button, removing hints. Okay, log event again. Yeah, I do not need to log every single event. This is ridiculous. Create new Gobon setting. False, make changes to users. False, run JavaScript. Set correct sound, set wrong sound. Set mute sound. Set white move delay. Only when the text is rush, so only for puzzle rush. Okay. So OGS connection A is connected. Game information ID is not empty. Game connection is connected. Run JavaScript, subscribe to game. Trigger set player color 1. There it is. Okay. Where is this being run? Reusable element, WGO Semego board. I need to go to the previous. So it's one of the nuances. Hey, come in. Okay, so it's one of the nuances. And it has a few things: run JavaScript and trigger set player color. Okay. Too bad I don't know where it is. This one's not that one. Game-OGS. Okay, it's just one set player color. One, there it is. Okay, and this is going to be not important because I've already done it. When I created the game. Oh, let's get rid of this stupid log crap. Logs, just delete that. SGF list. Game connection edit element. Log. Delete that. Get rid of logs. Do not need all those logs. And then in the HTML connection, want bubble log event log and get rid of that. Save. So I don't need the ping of every single time it calls the OGS connection, which is like every couple seconds. All right, let's see if this works. Moment of truth. Click. Hey! Hey! It only took me an hour. And I pushed to move through. All right. I played one move. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now I need to log into the Congress accounts. Let's see if it can see me play a move. So now I'm going to play on the board. Play. Submit move. And it did it. And I play. Hey, I'm playing a game. Heck yeah. All right. I am playing a game. And it's totally working. Okay. Pass and resign buttons are not here. So we gotta fix that. But awesome. I can play moves. Okay, progress. Progress, progress, progress. So now I want to show the pass and resign buttons. So we're going to say if game connections how do I see if it's active? I think I can just get group game information, and then we're going to get phase. Phase is play. This element is visible. And then pass is going to not be visible until it is your turn. Turn current how do I see whose turn it is? Creator mode, source, black, white, width, height, rules, ranked, handicap, time control, black player, white player, disable analysis, pause on weekends, outcome, black lost, white lost, started, ended, game data, handicap code, self-capture, super pro, player ID, black player ID, clock, current player. I think it's current player. Yeah, I want to say it's current player. Okay, so we're gonna get clock current player. Is connection / me ID converted to number. If the current player ID is my ID, then show the pass button. Okay, now let's see if pass works.
Pass.
Pass worked. Now black's turn. All right. And then give up should also work, I believe, pretty seamlessly.
You have won.
Okay, and then it shows this. Congress 25 is the winner. Okay. Okay. That was a game. No, what happened to my stream? Am I still live? Oh no! What happened to the stream? Okay, is it live again? Hopefully it's live again. Looks right. Looks like I'm live still. Okay. Let's go in here.
Game
Accept.
started.
Now this is the new game ID. Okay. And it's my turn to play. That's a bug. Don't know why it disappears. There we go. There we go. Pretty instantaneous. Yep, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. No sound, it looks like. That is unfortunate. Wonder if I'm muted. No, mute sound. Not muted. It is very quiet, though. Okay, it did work. I was just too quiet. Okay. Next up, we need the stone removal phase accepted. So we're going to pass. Pass.
Remove the dead stones. You have ones.
Perfect. Now I finished the game. Now the only bug with that is if your opponent cheats.
Challenge received.
I have no way to stop your opponent from cheating. That is the bug.
Game started.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make a sound for black's move. I'll have to fix that. Now let's pass. Pass.
Remove the dead stones.
Remove the dead stones. Accept. And it's not accepting on this end. Auto score.
You have won.
Okay. So there's a bug in the stone removal phase if your opponent doesn't accept the default. Then we also got to figure out the clock and get this display not looking like crap. So let's check the stone removal phase. Notification, message callback, on message, unsubscribe, subscribe. Oh, that's connection. Let's go to game. Okay, move, clock, latency, game data, finished, disconnect, removed stones, board state event, game ID and data, received stones, remove accepted event from opponent. So board state event. Bubble underscore board state. Do I really want to deal with this? Or do I just want to auto accept and trust the opponent? Because it sounds like it's going to be a big headache. But it also, people are going to get upset if their opponent cheats. Why can't people just not cheat? So I think right now we're just going to accept it. Output 2 is data stones. So accept board state when bubble board state. Bubble board state event, run JavaScript, accept board state. Oh, this should have worked then. Accept board state, OGS finished. Why didn't it accept it the second time?
Challenge received. Game started.
Where's the pass button? Where's my pass button? Where's the pass button? Where's the pass button? It was there a minute ago. Why did the pass button stop working? There it is. Something just didn't load properly. Okay. Pass.
Pass. Pass. Remove
Pass.
the dead stones.
Glossy's accepted. Accept remove stones. Congress accepted. Console. Accept board state. Board state event. I didn't get a board state event. Why didn't I get a board state event? So if I did, it would have accepted it.
Game resumed. Game resumed.
Oh, if they resume the game, it breaks everything. Oh, why is this stuff so hard? Oh no. Everything broke when they resumed the game.
Remove the dead stones.
Oh man. Why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? Okay. So Clausius auto accepts. When I remove stones, it doesn't auto accept the remove stones. Received stones remove accepted event from your opponent. So we're going to console log opponent remove accepted remove stones plus move? No, that's post-OGS move. I'm in the wrong function. Board state event. Board state event. Data stones. Opponent accepted data dot stones. Opponent accepted remove stones data dot stones. Okay.
Game resumed. Game resumed.
My pass button's not here. Dadgummit. Oh, it's not my turn. Okay, so let's remove stones. Watch the console. Opponent accept or remove stones, PJPD, NCPP. Accept, remove stones. Oh. Interesting.
Game resumed.
White to move.
Remove the dead stones.
Okay. Click the dead stones. Accept. Network.
Game resumed. Game resumed. Remove the dead stones.
Okay. Click. Remove stones. Set. Click. Remove stones. Remove stones. Accept. Game.remove stones. Accept. What were the other ones? Remove stones accepted. Remove stones / accept. Okay. So there's two different ones. Removed stones. Board state event, remove stones. Oh, did I close it? I didn't want to close it. Keep coming. Remove stones / accept versus removed stones accepted. Removed stones, board state event. Judge should accept it no matter what. Like it should be accepting it no matter what they do at the moment. Game.remove stones except remove stones accepted. Remove stones accepted. Is that the same kind of data? Stones, believe so. Let's get remove stones accepted. Remove stones accepted. Accepted. Blah, blah, blah. And were these different when I sent? All removed. I see. There's a difference between removed and all removed. Save that. Resume the game.
Game resumed. Game resumed.
White to move. Okay, refresh. Pass.
Remove the dead stones.
Remove the dead stones. Accept. $368.5. Accept.
You have white wins.
Policy is accepted. All right. Now, clearly it's not cheat proof, but it allows you to finish the game. So the game can be finished right now. So you can technically play a game on Mega Dragon. There's just many issues, but you can play the game technically. Next up, we need to fix this UI and then get the clock. And get the clock working. So, rematch and challenge.
Challenge received.
Accept
Game
challenge.
started.
Okay. Here's the clocks. Now, unfortunately, this looks like crap. Also, the board's not centered. I like the board to be centered. Maybe it's fine for now. But I would like it to be centered. Can I center it anyway? Right. Let's put a group on the left. Okay, on the right, we're gonna have no max width, no max width, min width 300, min width 300, and height 0. There we go. Now it's centered. That's what I want. I want it to be centered. The board should probably be 98% because it's scrolling. 98%. Let's align in the center. Line in the center. Line in the center. Still scrolling for some reason. Don't want it to scroll. Why is it scrolling? Oh, it's still 99%. 98%. All right, and there's no scroll. Perfect. Look how pretty that looks, except for the players. Okay. Now I need to make these boxes look not like crap. What does chess.com look like? Players. Oh, that's a puzzle. Play. I want to watch a game. Watch. Playing now. It just has it above the boards. Games. Watch a game. Okay, so it just has them above and below the board. Don't want that. Okay, and the clocks are there. What about on Lichess? That's the puzzle. Okay, that's interesting. So it has the moves right here. That's neat. Okay. So they're not very intrusive about the players. That's what I'm seeing. They even have like the move history. No, I don't want to watch. And look how fast they're going. Dadgummit. Okay. Go to my profile. And go to game history. Okay. Okay. This is what I currently have. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Name is too long. Don't really need that rating. Maybe it's fine. There's them chess players that watch you play games on Sumigo Dragon can see the rank. This can be rounded though. Okay. This is going to be Black's ranking minus 29. This is going to be floor, rounded down. 1 done. And then when it is less than 30, it's going to be arbitrary text 30 converted to number minus game information, black players ranking, ceiling. Black players ranking, black players ranking. Player blacks ranking, black players black ranking, players black ranking, players black ranking. Okay, now let's do the same for this. It's gonna be whites ranking, whites ranking, and then this is going to be this paste white ranking. Okay, there's that. Now the image. Oh, that's an image. I thought that was a box. Profile picture. Profile picture round with 200 to 100. And this is not going to collapse when hidden. Same with black. That's seconds left. Profile picture round. 100. Don't collapse when hidden. Okay, we're going to leave it at that for now. Username. Black's username. With their overall rating. And this is going to be truncated to 15. Max with 175. Doesn't even matter. Okay. Truncated to 15 letters. Username 1001, username 1001. Okay. That'll be the names. Now for the time. Group number, parent group's number. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so the time is here, but now we need it to count down. So group number, this is going to be group black time. And this is going to be group white time. Group second left, seconds left.